Buckle up. This tutorial reveals the simple tips for a better version of you. Watch all the way to Chapter 4 for a secret beauty tip that most people are not aware of. I'm about to spill all the tea on how to achieve a gorgeous look by using the right techniques. We're going full glam, so grab your brushes and let's dive in. This look is inspired by everyday queens that invest into their future with a little self-care every day. So listen up, queen. The most important step is skincare. You know I'm all about that glow from within. First, we're going to cleanse our face with a foaming cleanser. Choose a gentle, natural cleanser to get rid of all that gunk on your skin. It's the first step in creating a young-looking skin. Do the cleansing routine twice. Doing it a second time will ensure that skin renewal is at a cellular level. Next, we're going in with an alcohol-free toner. This is to constrict those big pores for a natural glow. Pat, don't rub. Always make an upwards motion so that you don't stretch your skin. Now, moisturize. This will prevent that dry, flaky look. Don't forget your SPF, even if you're just staying inside all day. UV radiation causes permanent damage. Prevention is better than cure. Trust me, your future self will thank you. When you are 25, 55, or 85. The final step is to use a primer to make sure our makeup stays snatched all day long. Can we talk about how good this smells? Now that our skin is prepped and primed, it's time for the foundation. I'm using a longwear foundation that lasts all day. It should provide full coverage, but must look like skin. The key is to start with a small amount and build it up. I like to use a damp beauty blender to apply it, but you can use a brush if that's your jam. Make sure that you use the correct shade for your skin color. Always test on the outside of your hand, between your thumb and forefinger. This part of your hand matches the skin color of your face. Make sure you're blending down your neck. We don't want any harsh lines, honey. Do you see how gorgeous this looks? If you have any problem areas, go in with a second layer, but remember, less is more. We're not trying to look like cake face. The natural look is in. Next up, concealer. Do not over-apply, but be light in your application. Apply it under your eyes in an upside-down triangle shape. This is going to lift and brighten. Blending it correctly is the most important part. Now blend it out with your beauty sponge. Make sure you're using a light hand. We don't want to disturb the foundation underneath. For any blemishes or redness, I like to use a small brush to spot conceal. Tap, don't swipe, to get the most coverage. And voila! It's time to lock everything in place with powder. This takes away the oily shine and smooths out your foundation. A translucent powder works best. Make sure that it is the finely milled variation. It'll feel like silk on your skin. Take your powder puff or brush and press it into the skin, focusing on areas where you tend to get oily. For me, that's my T-zone and under my eyes. One time I sneezed while applying powder. It looked like a snowstorm in my room. Don't forget to set your eyelids too. This is going to make blending our eyeshadow so much easier later. If you're worried about looking cakey, use a setting spray to melt the powder into your skin. Now for my favorite part, contour and highlight. We're gonna snatch this face, honey. I'm using a large tapered powder brush to sculpt out my cheekbones, forehead, and jawline. Remember, we're creating shadows here, so use a cool-toned product. Blend it out with a dense brush or beauty sponge, and make sure there are no harsh lines. Like, we want to look snatched, not striped. For highlight, I'm using a liquid highlighter. Apply it to the high points of your face, cheekbones, bridge of the nose, Cupid's bow, and a little on the chin. Blend it out with your finger for the most natural glow. Can you see that shine? We are after a natural glow. Let's add some life back into our face with blush. A little goes a long way. Don't over-apply, apply sparsely. Smile and apply it to the apples of your cheeks, blending up towards your temples. This is going to give us a flushed look. If you want to take it up a notch, try using 2 different blush shades. I like to use a deeper shade closer to my contour and a brighter shade on the apples of my cheeks. Add a dash of color. Trust me on this. Moving on to the brows. Brows are so important because they frame your entire face. I'm starting with the outline to the shape and fill in any sparse areas. Use light, feathery strokes to mimic natural hair. Take your time. This is delicate work, don't rush. Next, I'm going in with a 24-hour brow setter to set everything in place and add some extra fullness. If you want to clean up the edges, use a little concealer on an angled brush. Now for the fun part, eyeshadow. Try different shades and put your unique style into this part. Start with a transition shade in the crease, blending it out with windshield wiper motions. Remember, blend, blend, blend. There's no such thing as too much blending. Then, deepen the outer corner with a darker shade. Keep blending for a gradual transition between the colors. For the lid, I'm using this gorgeous shimmery champagne shade. Natural earthy tones is classic and will always be in style. Pat it on with your finger for maximum pigment payoff. To really make it pop, I'm going to add a bit of the glitter liquid eyeshadow to the center of the lid. A little sparkle goes a long way. And for that extra wow factor, let's add a pop of blue to the lower lash line. Stunning! It's time to tackle the eyeliner. I'm using a tattoo liner with a fine tip for precision. This type of eyeliner is long-lasting and easy to apply. Start by creating small dashes along your lash line, then connect them. For the wing, look straight ahead and draw a line from the outer corner of your eye up towards the end of your brow. Now, connect the wing to your lash line, filling in any gaps. If you mess up, don't panic. Just clean it up with a little concealer on an angled brush. Let's amp up the drama with some lashes, sisters. Start with curling your natural lashes. This is going to make such a difference. Now, apply your favorite mascara. I like to wiggle the wand at the base of my lashes and then sweep up. Do a couple of coats for maximum volume. Some women like falsies. Trial and error will teach you what works best for you. If you choose to use them, pop them on as close to your natural lash line as possible. Once they're dry, blend your natural lashes with the falsies using mascara. We're in the home stretch. Let's perfect those pouts with some lip action. Start by lining your lips with lip liner. This is going to give us a nice defined shape and prevent our lipstick from bleeding. You can slightly overline if you want a fuller look, but don't go crazy. Now for lipstick. Use a long-lasting or super stay stick. This will ensure color throughout the day. Blot with a tissue to remove the excess. And if you want that extra pop, add a little gloss to the center of your lips. Mwah! Here is the expert tip that you have been waiting for. Lock everything in place with setting spray. This is a simple, but will help your makeup last longer. Hold the bottle about arm's length away and spray in an X and T formation. Let it dry naturally. Don't fan your face or you'll disturb the makeup. I once made the mistake of fanning my face and ended up looking like I'd been caught in a rainstorm. Not cute. Now, let me spill some tea on how to keep this look snatched all day long. Always carry blotting papers to tackle any shine. Press, don't rub. For touch-ups, use a small powder brush to apply a little setting powder where needed. And don't forget to throw your lipstick in your bag for quick reapplications throughout the day. Remember to pack the lipstick too. And there you have it, sisters. We've created this stunning look. Good quality products are a must, but the techniques are what really matter. Can we just take a moment to appreciate how snatched we look right now? Time flies when you're having fun. I hope you loved this tutorial as much as I loved creating it for you. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more makeup magic, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Seriously, if you don't subscribe, your makeup brushes might run away from you. Just saying. Until next time, stay beautiful, stay snatched. Mwah!